Hey there people, it's Fresh Mark sent to another fresh review. Today I'll be checking out the fragrances that give me comfort and warmth during the winter slash autumn period. These fragrances vary from price range from the market alternative, which is you find it in your local super drug and the like, or some people say local drugstore if you're in America, to the more niche varieties that you would find slightly rarer and have a more specific scent characteristic about them that is a little bit higher grade than the rest. So let's get straight into a list with something that is not talked about as much as its brother, Ultra Male by Jean-Paul Gaultier. Now, this fragrance, I bought this in the 200ml for about £70, and this is a fantastic night fragrance. No matter if you're running from the police like these guys, or you're having a dinner date, you'll be able to stay cool whatever the situation, because it's got some spiciness in the top. No joke. It's cinnamon, pear, and caraway seed in the top notes. It's got some vanilla and amber in the base to keep it warm and syrupy, almost like a warm syrupy night cloud, I describe it as. So it has an enveloping spice about it, very soft, sensual. It's a mix of carnation, dark amber, dark vanilla. The sweetness of pear is melded down from that to give it almost like a bramble effect, like it's in a pie. So it's almost like a cooked pear. So you get that cinnamon and pear combination melding into something very soft, sweet, lightly spiced, and enveloping like a sweet midnight sky, I'd say. So definitely check out Ultramel if you want a great going out scent, a date night scent, or something that will just give you some sensual class at the end of the night. So check this one out. Next one is something that you can be worn in daytime. I prefer it in daytime, and it's a go-to vanilla. 212 Sexy Men by Carolina Herrera is a fantastic go-to vanilla. It has a licorice note in it, which makes it slightly different, but it doesn't go into anise spicy territory. It has notes of vanilla, guaiac wood, licorice. There is some oh yes, floral notes. These are general floral notes, but I pick up some Bulgarian rose, not too high quality, but it's sort of a soft vanilla, like powdery floral rose. This is quite unisex actually. I could see a woman wearing this as well quite comfortably, but overall it's a fantastic scent for men, because if you want to dip your scent into, if you're even dip your toes into the fragrance pool of unisex fragrances that are a little bit softer, sophisticated, and alluring with their delicate touch, the vanilla, floral, and slight licorice tinge of 212 Sexy Men by Carolina Herrera would be your go-to. I find it great because it's very cheap at £40 per 100 milliliters, and well, you can find it anywhere, so definitely check this one out. It's a great compliment care too. So the next one is Givenchy Pie. This is a honey sweet neroli and orange blossom fragrance. I do use the term honey sweet a lot, but I believe that this is the best amber. This is the best description of the amber in the fragrance over here. So this is my best low priced amber, let's say, with a realistic effect. So the neroli in here mixed with orange blossom and almond note. There is some guaiac wood, no guaiac, yes, guaiac wood and benzoin in here. tiny bit of mandarin orange in the top note to give it a effervescent sparkle or gold dust sparkle. So it has a sparkling, shimmering top note of mandarin orange, and then the benzoin has a very soft and enveloping warm effect. This gradually gets sweeter as you go along with this fragrance as it dries down, and I'd say that the longevity on this is about 7 hours. If I were to describe this fragrance, it would be sweet, tiny bit syrupy, not as dark and not as dark as the previous one, but it has a light shimmer to it. So this is fantastic for formal events, and if you were to wear casually, it would seem a little bit too done up, but it would be a warm ambery fragrance. So warm gold dust and amber. Check this one out if you want that kind of cozy feel at a great price. About £50 for 100ml. I almost forgot that, sorry. So on with the video with something you may have heard of this before. This used to have higher longevity. It is from the Valentino line, but it's the original Valentino Umo. And the reason why I'm recommending this, despite the longevity of about 4 hours, which is quite bad, it is quite bad. If you already have this, at 100ml, the old bottle, hold on to it and just spray it. Like, I mean, the longevity of the old bottles are about 9 hours, but this is 4 hours. But I bought this in 200ml at a great price. I think it was about £45 or something like that for about 200ml. And every time I go out for errands or something like that, if I wanted some chocolate and sensual vanilla just to sort of up my dress code, really, just to feel a little bit more done up and not so casual, then I'd spray this. The myrtle, chocolate, leather, cacao, and slight touch of iris is all there. The creaminess of iris is there. It has almost like a touch of liqueur vibe mixed with all of those chocolatey, smooth, leathery notes. This is the original chocolate and leather. Did this come before Tom Ford Black Orchid? You can probably tell me in the comment section because I can't remember. But it's very, it has that DNA of the truffle and leather put together. But it's very fresh with the myrtle as well. So this is a touch, it's not actually green, it's almost the fresh spiciness of it takes over, and the green tinge is enveloped by the leather note and softened by sweetness of cacao dusting. Fantastic fragrance, very elegant, very sensual, and great for daytime wear and nighttime wear. But it shines in the summer, I believe, because the longevity on this has suffered from about 9 hours to 4 hours, with about maybe 3 hours projection. You'd probably be pushing it, most likely two. Sorry, I wouldn't want to lie to you guys. Anyway, next one. So the last one is a new one that I have come to love. Sergio Luton's Chergui. This is a tobacco inspired fragrance. This starts with tobacco leaf. It has a honey note, little bit of Bulgarian rose to keep it creamy and soft. The hay gives not too much of, I know it sounds very strange that hay doesn't give a barnyard feel, but when we talk about barnyard feel, we usually talk about deep earthy sort of musky ouds and the like. But it doesn't smell dirty, but it gives it a slight peat like impression, like soil. So you have, let's go through the little journey of the fragrance because I love doing this with you guys. Wow, that the amber and loose rolled tobacco leaf. So it smells like tobacco that is unburnt, but just the tobacco leaf of it, mixed with something that smells almost like saffron, but that is actually the spiciness of the tobacco leaf. This is the nicest impression of tobacco that I smell, apart from Pure Havana by Terry Mugler. So this eau de parfum, 100 ml, is about £70. Longevity is about 7 hours, whatever. But it's not really about the longevity. It's just such a fantastic fragrance. It's good that the longevity is about 7 hours, but this fragrance of spiced tobacco leaf with honey, the soft creaminess of that rose, touch of pepper, and the hay, what does it do to it? It almost smells like deep green vetiver, and it gives you that feeling of the crushed grass that you're stepping on. So as I mentioned before, this is a fantastic Christmas fragrance. Every time I smell it, it almost forces me to go through this sensory journey, and I find myself saying the same thing. So check out that review, and this is a fantastic fragrance with longevity of 7 hours. So all of these fragrances are the ones that I use on a daily basis in the autumn and winter season right now. Maybe in the next coming months I'll be using different fragrances, but and let me know in the comment section what you use for autumn and winter fragrances, because I'm actually well, to be honest, I've got 3 places left in my perfume collection, so I can't really buy too many fragrances after, well, about 2 days, because I'm gonna fill up those spaces. So expect a few more fragrances, but in the future I will try to do samples. But like everybody knows who has children, perfume are like my children, and it always make room for what you love. So that's my selection for autumn and winter, those cozy fragrances that give me warmth on a daily basis. Let me know what you think in the comment section about these fragrances. If you would choose anything differently, maybe you have fragrances that work well in the rain, or sort of a muggy day or the like where it's quite humid. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Take care and stay fresh.